Hey guys, my name is Ida Björklund and welcome back to my channel. I am still sick, which is why I'm not wearing any makeup, except a tiny bit of mascara so I wouldn't look like a total zombie, and which is also why my voice still sounds really strange, but I am here to make a video anyway. So proud of myself. The hustle is real. Okay, so you probably remember when I read Onision's book, which was a while ago. It was a very well liked video, so if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it because so noisy neighbors. So if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it because it was a total train wreck, just like this guy's life. Since I'm done plugging that, let's get into the video. I have been wanting to make this video for a while now because honestly there is so many things you could talk about when it comes to Onision, but today I saw something that finally made me, like, my patience ended there. My final little piece of patience just exploded, and he has apparently been raging with a fan over a $2 pledge on Patreon. And it's exactly as silly as it sounds. Jesus Christ. Yes, the man who bullies anorexic people, bullies mentally ill people, destroys wetlands, throws around bullshit predatory allegations, and rapes underage girls is at it again, people, and let's just see what he has to say this time. So as of this moment, let me check here quickly. He has 482 Patreons and he is earning 1,900 a month. Not too shabby for, an incompetent idiot. However, he has been losing patrons for a while now, and once you look at this backstory, you're gonna understand why. So here is what he sent out as a message for his loyal cult fan base. I want you to apologize for something. I'm sending this to everyone. What I did could have impacted. A few months back, I removed the possibility of being a $1 Patreon of mine. I did this so I could batch all the $1 to $5 pledges into a $3 pledge to simplify tiers and combine the perks. Unfortunately, my actions led to an exit survey I read today that informed me, patron, that they wished they could continue being a patron but could not afford $3. I have essentially lost a patron because of what I thought was a good way to simplify all my patron rewards tiers. So to everyone that the change negatively affected, I'm sorry I let you down. Okay, this is not about simplifying anything. You want to make more money. That's it. At least be honest. At least be honest and say, hey, I want to make more money, so I'm gonna remove the $1 pledge. People are gonna see through this like clean glass, okay? This is... Don't blatantly lie to people. You've done enough of that. Thank you. I have returned the $1 pledge tier so most anyone can afford my Patreon again. I will not make the same mistake again. I truly love reading your feedback on my uncensored videos and other content I post. Okay, so basically you took away the entire point of Patreon. Smart move. Really. Great. I mean, you do realize that the entire point of Patreon is that your fans can choose to support you. That is why there are different tiers, so that even people who aren't, economically gifted, or maybe people who are students like me who don't have a lot of money to spare, could be patrons if they choose to be. People can donate the amount they want. People choose the amount they want. And by taking away the $1 pledge, you basically took away this from a lot of people. This wasn't a question of you making anything easier for anyone. It was about you making more money. At least own up to that. You owe your fans, cultists, whatever you want to call them, you owe them that honesty, at least. So there has been leaked messages between Onision and one of his patrons, and when you read through these things, you really do realize why he's losing patrons and why he's losing viewership on YouTube and why he's just in general dying everywhere. So let's go through these messages and just see what it's saying to a person who's tired of supporting his nonsense. Hey, it's Greg, brackets, Onision. You were once a patron of mine. Is there anything I could do to ever earn your pledge back? My Patreon is just a huge deal to me, and so are my patrons. I'm so lucky to have them. I hope you respond. Thank you. Side note, if you are an internet celebrity or whatever you want to call yourself, Onion Boy, you shouldn't have to put your online handle in parentheses when you're talking to people who supposedly used to admire you. Just, a thought. The person then responds, we literally had an argument a few months ago. I support Shane. End of bleep discussion. I'm not paying you money to be an internet slime ball man. First of all, thank you so much for the term internet slime ball. I love it. It's magnificent. Thanks. Also, she makes a great point. You don't have to support people you don't want to support. If your opinions differ or if they just, whatever reason, you don't have to support someone just because you used to support them. I used to be a fan of Onision like way back in my cringy emo days. And I'm very ashamed of that. And I don't support him anymore. And that is fine. You don't have to support someone just because you used to support them. Okay, next message. My one less view and $2 is not gonna bankrupt you, Greg. Very true. It's not going to. Calm down. And you didn't just call the guy creepy. That I would have been whatever about. You called him a child bleep. Slight difference between the terms creepy and child bleep. Yeah, there is a huge difference between being a predator and being creepy. There is a world that those are worlds apart. You don't get to use manipulative language like this when speaking to people who you want to support you. Don't do that. That doesn't work. People are smarter than this, Greg. You stop. Thank you. Just stop it. It's no one trusts you anymore. No one believes you. Realize that and maybe start thinking about why that is. Maybe. And then he goes on to plop out this gem right here. Child predators do and say exactly the things he did and said. No, they don't. Do you even know what that term means? Okay, honestly, this makes me so mad because this is a really, really rough and serious thing to say about someone, and just the way he handles it. That's the last faith I ever had in humanity leaving my body. Just like, stop. Okay, next message from Onion Boy, who is obviously getting very mad at this point. So I entertained you for 9 years and you turned back on me because I called a guy out for being undeniable creepy. He even admitted and apologized for how creepy has been. What is your logic? Punish me because the guy you're defending agrees with me. What? Dude, you make no sense. Also, Shane has never said those things were true, which I would know because I follow him almost religiously. He has never said those things were true. Guess why? They're not. The girl then goes on to say, Jesus, bleep, Christ, lecturing me isn't going to get me back on your side. Take the loss, man, be a grown-up and just move on. Sorry that losing a fan gets you super upset, I guess. Yeah, of course, because he's a giant man-child. And then he spits out this, which just makes me... Oh, I hate you more! Yes, someone who cares enough to reply to a fan. Best wishes for you and Shane Dawson. Oh, so edgy of you, Greg. Jeez. Okay, don't you realize there is a huge difference between replying to a fan, which you're not, you contacted them first, by the way, replying to a fan because you care about them and because you want their money. These are two different things, very different things. And guess what? You're not doing the first one, Greg. You're not talking to this used-to-be fan because you like them or because you care about them or because you want to make sure that your brand is intact. No, you want to make sure you, my man, are still securing the bag, which you're not. congrats. This is why people are leaving your channel. So as you can see by these messages, he is a manipulative B-word. I don't understand how he has any supporters at this point. But you know, besides trying to manipulate his fans, why is Onision dying on YouTube? Let's take a look at his channel, shall we? His new videos on his main channel has about the same amount of views as my most viewed video, which is about 5,000 views, which should really tell you something considering he has a good 2 million subscribers on me. Like, red flags should be popping up all over the place. Okay, so Onision blew up when YouTube first became a thing, and he hasn't evolved since. Not at all. Let's just, you know, look at some of his titles, and you'll understand what I mean. Just so you know, I'm not cherry picking here. These videos are both from his main channel, Onision, and then his like side project thingy, Onision Speaks. And just, you know, look at these titles. Just look at this crap. They're all titles that are either like they look like something from 2012, 2013, to like exploiting his relationships for clickbait. Clearly not good videos. I mean, look at this one. Can people change? Yeah, Onision, they can, but apparently you can't. And if you weren't already convinced enough that his material is absolute garbage, just look at this beginning of one of his more recent works, which is some kind of play on the hit or miss meme.
Hit or miss? I guess they never miss, huh?
Hey, Vicky, what you doing there?
Oh, I'm doing the popular hit or miss song.
Yeah, I think Rod was into that like 6 months ago. Don't you think it's time to find a more relevant meme?
Shut the f up, Dale. I hope you die.
Alright.
So this is the Onision humor. No wonder he's dying on YouTube and virtually everywhere else too. You know, after all his scandals, all the crap that has come out of his channel, I'm genuinely baffled at the fact that this guy still has followers, that it still gets any views at all. It's like, after all the allegations, the misconducts, the law breaking, the false allegations he has made towards people, not just Shane Dawson, by the way. I'm genuinely surprised that there are still people that support him. I don't understand. How do you keep supporting a person that is like this? Please wake up. Please. You deserve so much better content creators than this ass face. Also, please note that on most of his videos, he has the like to dislike ratio completely turned off, which, you know, also kind of points to the fact that his channel is dying because he's so scared of the negative feedback that a dying channel receives. And it's a nice finish since it is my area of expertise due to me studying environmental science. I want to read his comment on him destroying the wetlands because it always makes me laugh due to the general idiocracy of his mindset. Okay, so his tweet in response to him illegally destroying a very sensitive and important ecosystem. My hippie neighbor reported me. She showed up at my house about 2 months ago, acted like we were friends. Who would ever want to be your friend? Then reported me removing weird invasive bushes to the county. She cost me thousands over devil's clubs, nettles, and blackberry bushes. I could honestly make an entire video about telling you why that statement is completely inaccurate. First of all, you destroyed a very sensitive ecosystem, which means it will not be able to bounce back anytime soon. And since you are illegally destroying it, you need to step up. You need to take responsibility for that. So you know, you're making it out to be your hippie neighbor's fault. Blame the hippies, always blame the hippies. It's just so stupid. I mean, at least check that you're legally allowed to change something before changing it. That's just common sense. If you just did basic fact-checking, you wouldn't have to go to court for having your head so far up your ass you can smell it yesterday's breakfast. Thank you. That's all for this video. Outro, please. Thank you for watching this little Onision rant video. I know it's very hastily made, I'm still very sick, but I still appreciate you tuning in and supporting what I'm trying to do here, so thank you. If you want to watch the video where I read Onision's book, you can click right there. And if you want to watch something else that I made, there is also more links there. Remember to subscribe to my channel because I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and there are also some additional surprise videos as soon as I get well again. Other than that, I will see you Thursday.